To create an invoice, the simplest way is to actually use a template that's built into Word. So when you've opened up Word, I want you to click on New, and instead of going to blank document like we always do, we're going to just click into this box here and type in invoice. When we do that, we see that we get lots of different types of invoices that are available to us. Some are service, some are sales, etc. There's all different layouts. I'm going to suggest that you go with a service invoice. Okay, so I'll just choose this one, for example. When we're using a template, it's nice because it has various different elements laid out for us. So I'm just going to click on Create. We can see on the invoice it has the word invoice, which is one of our first things that we were asked to put onto our invoice. We can see logo name, a logo, your company name, invoice number, date. So there's all different areas that we can add into. There's also stuff that we won't need, like fax, zip code, things like that. So anything we don't need, we can just delete and get rid of. So as you see, as we scroll down, we've got quantity, description, unit price, line total. So I'll be explaining each of these. There are some things like the $sign and the word sales tax, which we have the word VAT that we would always put in for there. But as we go down through it, we will change those. So for the invoice date, put in the date of the invoice. So first, I'm just going to put first of the first, 20 and whatever year. Invoice number, remember this is sequential, and you can just make this up yourself. And your company name and logo. Now, if you have a logo for your company, pop it in there. Okay, so where it says your company, we don't need to leave that label in, but we are going to type in your name so it will have the bold formatting. So I'll just use a Burns Electrical. And again, just make sure my spelling there. You'll put in the address as you go on down through it, and then invoice to, and you can decide who you're invoicing. So Mick McKenna can be our customer. And again, you can choose where that person is. You mightn't have all of their details, so just their address will do fine there. So you might put in 1 New Road, Clonsilla, Dublin. And if you know the postal address, etc., air code, pop it in there. Okay, salesperson, that's something that you may not need. So again, you can delete anything that you don't need. If you want to give a description of the job, you could have contact in there if you wanted to. Payment terms. So again, your payment terms, is it due on receipt? Payment after 7 days, 28 days, 30 days, 90 days. Again, decide on those payment terms and let them know when it's due. Okay, we're going to make sure to fill in at least 4 of these for your assignment. Okay, the product. So this could be quantity 4, and we're going to give product description downlighters. And the unit price. Now, this could be at 35 euros each, but we have our $sign. So we're going to get rid of that $sign. And in order to put in our euro sign, we need to press Control, Alt, Alt, and 4. Okay, so Control, Alt, and 4 will give us our euro sign. So we're going to multiply our quantity by our unit price to give us our line total. So that's 4 by 35, and that will be 140. And again, make sure to get rid of those $signs there. Okay, we're going to continue on down through that, adding more items to your invoice. So your subtotal, you're going to add up the various different amounts. I'll just put in another total or 2 here. Again, I'm going to get rid of these and so on. So if I had various items listed in here, I'd add them all up, and I'll just say, for argument's sake, that the total on this was 1,000 when I added everything up. My sales tax, remember, I'm going to change that. So depending on the VAT rate that you're using, so VAT at 23%. And then we're going to calculate that. So if your VAT rate that you're using is 23%, if you just take out your phone, use a calculator, etc., 1,000 multiplied by 0.23. This is going to be 230 And again, you can put in your euro signs before all of these. There was actually a study done in the States that said that when you don't put in the currency symbol, that people engage with the price a little bit more. I don't know how true that is though. And then our total. So our total is our subtotal plus our VAT added together, and that gives you your actual total that the customer has to pay. So there you have it. You may also want to click into an area giving your bank details or checks made payable to, and inform them of the name of who they're to make the checks payable to. You could also say thank you for your business or any other pleasantries you might like to add in there. So use your checklist and make sure that you have all 12 items listed. Make sure you've got rid of any dollar signs. Please make sure that sales tax is not here, because that is not suitable for this particular invoice. It's VAT is what we're dealing with. And again, how they're going to pay you. So IBAN, payable to, etc. And remember to save your invoice. So go File, Save As, into your folder again, and going to just correct that and click Save.